Father Josh told me yesterday, he said, that presider's chair is a lot more comfortable than the other one. It fits you well, Josh. On the surface, the scriptures can seem a little confusing this morning. I mean, here we have Naboth, who has this piece of property, his ancestral land. This is the land that God gave the 12 tribes of Israel. And each person in a particular tribe, except for the tribe of Levi, because for Levi, the Lord was his portion. Everyone was given a particular piece of land. And so the land that Ahab wanted Naboth to sell him was his ancestral land. And Naboth said, I'm not selling you that. God gave it to me and it's mine. Was he justified in saying that? Yes. Yes, he was justified in saying it. However, I think there's a more salient point in the scriptures that for all of us, we need to pay attention to. And the salient point, I think, for us this morning is that we have to decide what we're going to fight for. We have to decide what is important in our lives. And I want you to think about the times that we're living in right now and what we've just come through and what we're experiencing. And it almost seems as if God is showing us what is essential from what is non-essential. What are you willing to fight for? What are you willing to fall on your sword for? What are you willing to go to court for? What are you willing to die for? Very important questions, my brothers and sisters. Because I think that the time that we're living in, what we're seeing is that everything the world has pointed to that said was important seems to be crumbling right before our very eyes. Crumbling right before our very eyes. Things that people have poured out their hard-earned money for, sweat and blood, is disappearing. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm saying, where is our real ancestral heritage? Matthew chapter 6, verses 25 through 34 talk about being dependent on God for everything. Why are you worried about what you're going to eat and what you're going to drink and what you're going to wear and what you're going to this and what you're going to that? All these things, Jesus said, the pagans seek. And the most important verse in those verses between 25 and 34 is verse 33. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. Seek first the kingdom of God and a right relationship with him, and all these other things will be given to you, and besides. What's important to me? What am I willing to fight for? And what am I willing to die for?